You alright, everyone? How you doing? Hope you're all okay. Well, I've just sat down to do tonight's evening report and popped up straight away. London mass stabbing, horror knife attack at Finsbury Park, emergency services at scene. This was published at 1640 and updated at 1755. Three people have reportedly been stabbed in Finsbury Park, two of whom were rushed to a major trauma centre for emergency treatment on Tuesday afternoon. London Ambulance Service confirmed they treated three people at the scene of the knife attack in North London. Three ambulances were sent to Finsbury Park. Police have arrested a man and cordoned off the scene of the attack. A spokesperson from LAS, that's the London Ambulance Service, said, "We were called at 12:51 p.m. today to reports of a stabbing and assaults in Finsbury Park. We dispatched three ambulance crews and an incident response officer. We treated three people at the scene and took two to a major trauma centre." Haringey Police said officers had arrested one man after a fight broke out between drunk people. Yeah, I'm sure it was about drink as well. They tweeted, "Officers were called to Finsbury Park N4 after a man was injured in a fight earlier this afternoon. It was reported that a group of men who were intoxicated were fighting in the park. One man has been arrested." In a statement, the Metropolitan Police said officers were called to Finsbury Park to reports of a fight around 2:40 p.m. on Tuesday, July 21st. The force added officers attended and found one man with apparent stab wounds. LAS, that's the London Ambulance Service, attended and the man has been taken to hospital. His injuries are not thought life-threatening. A second man has been arrested on suspicion of grievous bodily harm. A crime scene is in place. And the inquiries continue. Well, it's all kicking off in Sadiq Khan's London yet again. Now, let's see what else is going on. It's always nice to sit down, do an evening report and have something like that pop up. Sadiq Khan, that man's got a hell of a lot to answer for. Killer who stabbed student in row over spilled whiskey and coke jailed for life. Well, I should bloody well hope so too. Shocking moment, cop pins teen to the ground in George Floyd assault. What's all this about? George Floyd style assault, saying, "I will effing smash your face in." Okay. Well, to be fair, I've got to hand it to the police. When it comes to these, what's the best way to describe them? Morons. So far, they've been extremely restrained. I mean, if I was the old Bill today, I think I might lose the plot. So let's see what happened here then. A shocking moment, a 16-year-old boy is pinned to the ground by a police officer who tells him, "I will effing smash your face in." The mixed race team was stamped on by a cop in Hatfield Herts on Tuesday in what his family are calling a George Floyd style assault. Well, perhaps, I'm guessing, this kid was mouthing off, giving it all the large. Shocking footage. Oh, it's always shocking, isn't it? Shows one officer press his foot near the boy's neck before his head bounces off the pavement. In the clip, the cop tells him, "Let go of my hand or I will effing smash your face in, do you understand?" The teen then begs a man walking past to stay with him while he is threatened with pepper spray. His heartbroken parents are convinced it was a racially motivated attack and are considering taking legal action. It's always racially motivated, isn't it? It's never got anything to do with the fact that you've raised your kid to be a gobby little shit. Because police officers in this country do not go around attacking people based on skin colour. And to be fair, like I just said, if I was the old Bill, I would be losing the plot with these little twerps. And to be fair, a few of them, especially these mouthy 16, 17-year-olds, they could do with a good clubbing off the old Bill, because clearly they're getting bugger all discipline at home. And moving on, let's see what else is going on. Attorney General denies tweet defending Dominic Cummings was legal opinion. No, the only legal opinion that's needed in the Dominic Cummings scenario is that of the police who said there was no criminal act, therefore, end of story. 2 teenagers sentenced for racially aggravated assault on rabbi in Stamford Hill. Good. What else is going on? Amber Heard denies cheating on Johnny Depp with Elon Musk when they were married. Okay, of course she does. Man stabbed to death outside McDonald's. Oh, we've just covered that. Owners of remote former pub to learn fate of bistro plan. What else is going on? I notice how this evening's very quiet on the Russia report. Very quiet. Russia report. That kind of backfired a bit, didn't it? Mr. Stop Brexit, the guy who was responsible for every campaign led to overturn the referendum result, was in charge of the committee responsible for investigating any possible Russian interference, and he couldn't find any. And now we've got all these morons on Twitter and Facebook banning on about, oh, it's been redacted, it's been redacted. Well, yeah, it's been redacted by the same committee that Dominic Greaves was chair of. The irony. The irony of it all. Oh, it's brilliant. And moving on, let's see what's happening in the world. Let's go world. Johnny Depp. Oh, who cares? Seriously. Coronavirus, the 14 major developments that happened on Tuesday. To be fair, does anybody really care anymore? Portland protest, Trump threatens to send officers to more US sites. Fair play to the man. These little morons need a good smackdown. I'm sorry, but they do. They really do. It's getting out of hand now, all this nonsense. Gunman makes bizarre requests after taking hostages on Ukraine bus. What were these bizarre requests then? Seized a bus has taken people hostage in Ukraine, authorities have said. About 10 hostages are thought, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, de-la. Okay, what's the actual bizarre requests then? He was personally monitoring the situation. Yeah, the man called police after taking control of the bus and introduced himself. Yeah, deputy. Yeah, okay, so what are the actual requests then? In a Telegram account reportedly belonging to him, he admitted taking people on the bus hostage and said, the state has always been and always is the first terrorist, while demanding that senior Ukrainian officials release statements on their social media pages calling themselves terrorists. He also called for the Ukrainian president to urge people to watch the 2005 movie Earthlings. Okay. Did somebody forget to take their medication? What else is happening in the world? Coronavirus, oh my days. Nope, doesn't seem to be a lot else happening. And even on the world news stage, the Russia report's gone very, very quiet. I wonder why. It didn't quite work out well for them, did it? US sanctions Chinese companies over Muslim abuse complaints. Two Chinese nationals charged by US with hacking hundreds of victims. Pompeo calls for UK to join international coalition to stand up to China. To be fair, he shouldn't have to ask for us to join. We should be doing it automatically. The fact that we haven't joined this coalition already is disgusting. But there again, when you've got a Conservative Prime Minister that has to stand up on stage and say, I'm not a communist, you know you've got a problem. And I think that's going to be about all for tonight, because it's just moving on to... Yeah. Oh, Impact of Russian media and troll accounts on Brexit vote not fully assessed. It was fully assessed. Are they seriously trying to tell us that Dominic Greaves, Mr. Stop Brexit, didn't turn over every single stone? Of course he bloody did. Yeah, yeah, it's all nonsense now. So I will leave it there for tonight. You'll be safe out there, and if you can't be safe, win.